again for another episode of Outdoors People. First, there's me, C.W. Getz, and her, Maya Marzaki. Good evening. It's Wednesday, February 18th, 2025. You proud of me? I did it again. February 2025. It is 60 whopping degrees Fahrenheit here in breezy in Chicago, Illinois. We've been having some unseasonably warm weather here, and it actually just hit 70 yesterday, and I don't know what that is in Celsius.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me check my trusty chart.
It is like 65, 68 Fahrenheit.
Okay. Well, yesterday would have been 21 Celsius.
21
That's pretty good,
Celsius.
Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty warm.
That's pretty good. Yeah, actually, it is exactly how it is here right now.
Same.
Yes, the same, because we are having a unusual cold in the middle of the summer.
Wow.
It should be like 10 degrees more or 15.
Well, I think we have your heat
it is
here.
Good enough.
We stole your, we robbed you of your normal heat.
Take me back.
I know, right? I think we're going to give it back this weekend. It's going to be a little cold here. We're back to 30 degrees like where it's supposed to be. So maybe you get a warm weekend because of it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Shift the sun back across the equator where it should be. 60 degrees translates to 16 degrees Celsius for the rest of the world. Maya, what do you got there in Sao Paulo? You said Fahrenheit 50, you said?
Yes, almost pretty much. So for the free world, it is 19 degrees Celsius. Okay. It means for you guys in the United States, 67 Fahrenheit.
So you're almost at 70. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. So, yeah. Hey, you been busy? You get your move underway? Are you starting to get things sorted out? And
yes.
Organized?
The important things like the kitchen and the bedroom, the bathroom, they're all good. But
that's good.
Yeah.
You're cooking now.
I'm not cooking. Food. I'm just eating. My boyfriend is the one who cooks everything.
Oh, wow. You got Chef Boyardee in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, pretty soon you'll be all organized and back to regular routine. And I know that's stressful. So and we appreciate you being here throughout all that, chaos and moving and all that kind of good stuff. So that's cool.
Well, I appreciate you having me in the middle of this mess.
Well, you know what? It's all good. I don't think anybody minds. If you mind Maya's mess, chime in, let us know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think anybody really cares, man. So it's all good. All right. Well, let's meet tonight's guest, shall we?
Yes.
All right. 59-year-old Linda Mermaid McCoy, as she is also known, is an accomplished and highly respected stand-up paddleboard athlete. Recognized as one of the most decorated paddleboarders in Texas, with more podium finishes than any other competitor, male or female. She currently serves as president of USA SUP, the national nonprofit dedicated to supporting stand-up paddleboard athletes and communities across the United States. Based in Austin, Texas, Linda is equally known for her commitment to community service. For the past 18 years, she's led environmental cleanups on Lady Bird Lake with Keep Austin Beautiful, where she also served 6 years on the board, including 2 as president. Her leadership extends to the Shoal Creek Conservancy's Watershed Action Plan and the Austin History Center Association, where she led the events committee. Many known her as the Austin Hipstorian, sharing local history through presentations and published articles. Linda's contributions have earned her numerous honors, including multiple Volunteer of the Year awards. And in 2018, the city of Austin officially proclaimed December 8th as Linda McCoy Day. That's so cool. I would like one of those. Linda also owns and operates the company Waterloo Education, which recently celebrated its 20th year in business. And with that, welcome to the show, Linda.
Hello.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I am going to mark that on my calendar. December 8th is Linda McCoy Day. I'm giving you a call and saying, hey, happy Linda McCoy Day, Linda McCoy.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. That's so cool.
How cool is that?
I know, right?
It was a surprise. It was a really good surprise. Yeah.
I'm going to
I don't know.
ask for a CW Gets Day. What do you think, Maya? Should we do that?
Right?
I
don't know if the president has a date.
Yeah, I think every day is his day, man. How are you doing? How is Texas?
It's nice and warm. It's almost 80 degrees right now. So
nice. She's got
I
the
think,
record,
like
Maya.
you said, we're about to get a little bit of a cold snap. So
okay. She's got
nice.
She gets the award for the best weather, Maya. I think. Yeah, right now. So
yeah, that's so true.
I love it. So,
And how it started. Oh my gosh, I guess I have a gap. I don't know if my internet is working, so I'm sorry. So anyways, so how everything started, how did you get involved in USA SUP, and explain for us what the organization does?
So USA SUP started in January of 2022, and they reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in being in their regional rep program, which of course I was. And I joined that in around July of 2022. And then by December, they asked me to be director of that program. So I helped recruit other regional reps and developed that. And then in, I think, February of 2023, that's when our annual meeting is, they invited me to join the board. And then the next annual meeting, they invited or elected me to be vice president. And then in 2025, I was president. So
wow.
I'm just about to complete my first year as president. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Right up the corporate ladder. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, they must
and like
really...
you said in the intro, we're the national nonprofit that supports communities and competitors across the United States. And we're really the only dedicated stand-up paddleboarding nonprofit. Other organizations like ACA, American Canoe Association, they have SUP programs, and other things have SUP programs, but we're solely dedicated to that sport.
Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. So yeah. Solely. That's pretty good. Very specialized. That's awesome. So what is your favorite thing about SUP, SUP, as we call it? What is your thing? What is it like? Oh my gosh,
It's definitely the people. I mean,
really?
I have met the best people, like my best friends, my, what I call my SUP family. They're, there's nobody else like the people in the SUP community. I've had the best experiences. Like, to me, there's nothing better than being on the water with my favorite people, just having fun, doing crazy things, racing, whatever it is, Yeah.
And you guys, okay, so and on that note, I mean, do you do things off the water together? I mean, are these people that you've really just made bonded with?
Oh yeah,
and they're like my extended family. These aren't just my
and the cool thing is, you kind of have those people all. If you race across the United States, you have your SUP family everywhere.
Oh yeah, sure.
People that are like, hey, stay with me, or hey, I've got a board for you, or I'll pick you up at the airport. It's amazing.
So how do you figure that? I mean, how do you figure that? Because I've noticed, like in the outdoors, it's like the people in the outdoors, and you know this too, I'm pretty sure, because we talked about this. Yeah. They're some of the nicest, most accommodating, considerate people that I've probably ever met. And I've been some places around the world and whatever. And I'm not 22. So, and these outdoors people, I'm like, wow. I mean, you're just a nice community of people.
Yeah.
And what is that? Why is that, do you think?
I don't know. I just think it's, a shared love of the sport. And, people know that I'm going to travel to Florida and I'm not going to have a board, and they'll travel to Texas and not have a board. I mean, most of us enthusiasts have more than one board in our garage.
Yeah.
Some of us
That's
have
awesome.
And they know how hard it is to bring your gears with you when you are traveling.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a fly. Can you guys see? I'm sorry.
What is it?
The fly.
Oh my gosh, that's like a big bug, June bug. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there is something to that because everybody understands the gear thing. You know, how hard it is to travel with gear. I've seen people get on airplanes with some stuff. In fact, you're looking at one of them right here.
That's so true.
That had a climbing, when I left her in Peoria, Illinois, and she had a climbing rope around her neck. She wore that like a necklace, a very heavy necklace on the plane. I didn't even know you could do that. And
United States to Brazil in the plane with my
climbing rope
bigger than my face.
50 foot or 100 foot of it. I don't know what it was, but it is difficult to bring your stuff anywhere. And so that's cool that people accommodate you. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. And I guess that you can put a little bit of humble and people are more humble when they do outdoor stuff, and then they know things that really matters. I don't know. I feel like that. I love outdoors people. And talking about that, do you have a favorite place or race that you like the most?
I don't know. That'd be like trying to ask me to pick my favorite son. I mean, besides
favorite song, that was the next question, actually.
Yeah, I mean, of course, my home waters here in Austin, Texas, specifically Lady Bird Lake. But really, any body of water that I can put a board on is my favorite place to be. That may be cheating, but it's true. And as far as a favorite race, I was going through my head all of the races that I kind of have on my mental calendar. Of course, all of the Texas races are wonderful. And we've got our USA Sup National Championships coming up in September in Gig Harbor, Washington. So I'm excited about going there. There's the Ohio River Paddle Fest. They're celebrating their 25th year and they've added a 25K. That's like such a well-attended race. There's thousands of people on the water. There's the Low Country Paddle Battle in South Carolina that has the best after race meal I've ever had, like a whole shrimp and potatoes. And there's Chattajack in Tennessee. It's a 32-mile race in the Tennessee River Gorge, and you have to paddle it 5 years in a row and finish it on time, and you get a belt buckle. And I got my belt buckle in 2024. But I think if I had to pick one, I would pick, there's two races in Montana, the Superior Sup Sprints and the Flathead River Rumble. I would pick Montana races because I went there one summer for a race and I just fell in love with the place and the people. And I've been back 7 years in a row every summer.
That's cool.
Plus, I'm a total Huckleberry fanatic, so that's a bonus.
The Flathead River Rumble. I like that, Maya. What do you think? That kind of sounds like a name for a band.
Yeah. Oh, I like with the good food one. It would be my best
the Low Country Paddle Battle. Yeah, they have like a full shrimp boil after. It's so amazing. Yeah. And there's a million that I haven't been to yet that I still want to go to.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, tell us about your role. We're going to shift gears here, but tell us about your role with Keep Austin Beautiful. I saw a picture. We're going to look at the pictures. This is one of the very cool picture, by the way. Keep Austin Beautiful, and how you got involved with that organization to begin with.
So it's a sub story. When I started paddleboarding in 2009, my first lesson, I bought 3 boards. Like that's how automatically hooked I was.
Wow.
Because it was new and nobody else had boards. So I was like, I'm going to buy 3 so my friends can come with me. And then, the more I paddled, the more I saw litter floating in the river. And I was like, who's in charge of cleaning this up? So I started calling around and found Keep Austin Beautiful. And by December of that year, I had adopted a part of the lake and joined their Clean Lady Bird Lake program. And, I do a cleanup in the river every other month. So I've been doing it for 17 years now. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time. How do you go about, okay, so now I've been part of this with a canoe or canoes.
Uh-huh.
How does it work with paddleboards? You're not standing up and picking up trash out of the river. How are you doing this? How does it work?
Yeah, so I run a dual site at my designated site. We clean the trail and then we clean the lake, and it's mostly, sitting or kneeling on your board with either like a crate or a laundry basket with a bag in it, and we've got grabbers and you're just pulling stuff out of the lake. Yeah. And we found some really weird stuff in the lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what's the weirdest thing you ever found?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I have kind of my hall of shame,
We found
an electronic
I love it. Okay.
ankle bracelet that was cut off.
Really?
We found, like secret messages, like like somebody cut out a thing from the newspaper and like redacted part of it to where it forms like a poem, and they put it in an egg. We found messages in a bottle. I mean,
really?
All kinds of
a message in a bottle? You mean like the police, and then
Well, I've actually found 2 messages in a bottle. One was just a fun message, and the other one said, "Stop me before I kill again."
No.
Yes. And I was like, oh gosh. Yeah.
Okay, that's creepy. Wonder where that came from. Was it autographed?
No, I got rid of that one. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh. That's bizarre.
Charlie Manson or something, right? It was like at the bottom of that. Oh my God.
But after I started doing my cleanups, they invited me to present at a board meeting, and I had never served on a board. I didn't even know they had a board. And they asked me to be on the board. And then, I'm not kidding, 6 months later, I was president of the board.
Was this your first like leadership experience that you really?
Yeah.
You're not like a corporate person and like, hey, I'm used to this, no problem. I've ran a lot.
Well, I own my own company, so I guess I am.
Yeah. Okay. So you have some. Yeah. Absolutely.
But I'd never served on a board. I didn't know what a board was about, and I just knew my first board meeting, I was like, I want to be president of this board one day, and it came a lot quicker than I thought.
You knew what you wanted to do then.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
So
that's pretty cool. You grow in everything that you do, and you make pretty much the thing you love kind of a career with your rest of your life. That's pretty cool.
It is a second career, isn't it? Kind of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely.
It's cool.
I mean, because I throw my whole self into whatever I'm working on. So yeah.
It's amazing.
And talking about that, can you share details about the race you do?
Yeah, I mean, I've been racing. My first race was in 2010. I raced in a race called the Stand Up Paddle Jam here in Austin, and it only lasted 2 years. But I've been consistently racing ever since. Like, I think that's why probably why I'm the most decorated paddleboarder, because I never stopped. I never took a break. I just kept on racing, and I love to race. My favorite race is the 10K. And I race a 14 by 24 bark board. That's my favorite board, and I love it. It's part of my DNA, kind of. SUP is totally my life. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: when you are competing with these people that are your really close, and you've established these close relationships with, how does the competitiveness in each of these people, all of you, how does that work? I mean,
that's one of the things I love about our sport is it's friendly competition.
Okay.
Like we're fierce on the water. We want to win, or
Yeah.
But we're friends at the end. Like I have a friend, Juliet. Like when I first started racing, she would win, then I would win. Then she would win, then I would win, and then. I remember this one race, I'm coming up to the finish line and I'm so tired. And then somebody on the shoreline goes, "Go, Juliet." And I look over and she is right on my tail. And I was like, you're not going to beat me.
You do put your game face on and you are serious. It's Michael Jordan on the water right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
But it's all, it's all in good fun. And I always say, like, if somebody beats me on the water, they trained harder and they put more into it. So they deserve it,
Yeah. And I feel like the biggest competition, it is against yourself. So like you are there for you.
Yeah.
And they're out your friends in the end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. All you can do is your best. And, sometimes your best is the best and sometimes it's not,
Are you close enough to where you would actually either ask or offer some tips, advice?
Oh, absolutely.
You're
the last
okay.
race I did, there was a girl, brand new first race, and it was a 15-mile downriver race. So she was like, I'm scared. What do I do? And I was like, okay,
really? Oh, wow.
here's the first island, go left. You got to push on the front of your board because it's shallow there. And I mean, I would rather somebody beat me and be safe than me say, I'm not going to tell them where all the rapids are.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, so that is cool. You guys are considerate with each other. And, and so there are not these big egos.
Every once in a while you run into somebody that's,
There are. Okay.
But I mean, it's very, very rare. Mostly it's just good sup family. Yeah.
By and large, we're all humble and we're there to have fun and enjoy each other's company and have a great time with the sport. Sound about fair?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, shift gears again with you here. Tell us about your history research. What is that about? I mean, you get some really involved in this history stuff, it sounds like.
Yeah. It's funny because I didn't love history when I was in school, but something about Austin, I just love Austin history.
Really?
And
why is that, you think?
It's just so interesting. Like, I live in one of the oldest neighborhoods in Austin, and we have these, like
Uh-oh. We lost her audio.
Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Hi.
We got it back. Yep.
Yeah.
We lost you there for about 5 or 6 seconds. So why don't you start that over again? Yeah.
Yeah. I live in one of the oldest neighborhoods in Austin, and there's some old structures. Like there's a lime kiln in our park, and there's a lime kiln. And so, I walk a lot, and I just was like, what is that? And so I started digging in and found out it was, owned by this guy named William Walsh, and the whole area used to be a big quarry. And I ended up doing a little presentation about him at a library, and one of his great grandsons was in the audience and asked me to delve a little deeper. And we ended up getting the boat ramp by our house rededicated in his name, and the city dedicated the day to him, and the council member came, and
you had a lot of support behind you. The people going, "Hey, man, this is cool. Find out more."
Yeah. It's really awesome, and I feel like if people don't know why something's important, they don't think it's important, and that's where you lose some of the really cool buildings in your town, is because people just think it's some dilapidated something. Yeah.
What's the weirdest piece of history you've uncovered so far? Come on.
Oh my gosh. Well, so
Something
there's
you can say on TV,
there's this house down the street from me, and I'm so sure that it's somehow connected to the Walsh family.
Okay.
Because it was built in 1920, and they were still in the neighborhood then. And then I started there, where they lived is gone. It's a parking lot now.
Okay.
So, but there were 2 rent houses on there. And then I started looking back in the old newspapers, and I found out that like the husband murdered the wife. And
what?
Yeah.
Really?
There's always some kind of scandal.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. So,
but that house is gone.
That's gone. Yeah.
Because I'm sure as hell it was haunted by that at that point. I mean, I'm sure that somebody,
I wasn't expecting that. I was just, Yeah.
Find these things out like this. You freak out like, oh my God, this is like, oh my God. Maybe I shouldn't have.
That's why I like history. I love history because it's like a gossip, but with other people, about other people's life, other families, gossipy. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the things you find out when you start digging, isn't it? And you know what? People were people back then too. They were human. Nobody was perfect, and they're probably a lot of.
I mean, it wasn't a Walsh family member; it was a renter of their house. But I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting a trip across a murder plot, you know?
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
That's
cool, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it. And what is the SUP El Camino Real?
So it's the SUP El Camino Real. We have a historic trail in Texas called the El Camino Real de los Tejas. And it was a trail from Mexico City to Louisiana where, you know, travelers would come and settle in Texas. And this stretch of the lower Colorado River lies on near that trail. And so that is the race that I direct. And it's in August on the lower Colorado River. It's the longest running SUP race in Texas. My friend Lee Harrell started it. And right before the 10th anniversary, he said, you know, he decided he was tired and didn't want to do it anymore. And did I want to take it over? And of course I said yes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I love it.
So, yeah. So it's 6.5 miles downriver, 6.5 miles. And then we have sprints on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's probably a pretty good, I mean, sure you're tired. 6.5 miles. That's a little bit of a paddle. I mean, when you're sprinting.
It's a decent paddle, but if we have flow, it goes really quickly.
Easier,
but
sure.
You know, if we have flow, which we don't always have flow.
If you don't have flow, how long does it take you to go 6.5 miles? I mean, I'm just just curious.
It would probably take 3 to 3.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on, you know, how many sandbars you get stuck on.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's cows in the river. It's so Texas. Yeah.
I guess there would be, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
You ever get cows like going, oh my gosh, I'm going to hit that cow? You ever get that?
No, but sometimes they are like in the river drinking. And you're like coming, you know, and I'm like, God, what if they charge me? You know, I'm just like, I'm just, you know, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, my gosh, that wouldn't be any fun, would it now? Being charged by a big old Hereford or Angus bull and you're in the river.
And sometimes they like, you know, let out a big old moo and it's funny. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You need some video of this, I think. Yeah. You should do that and post the moo paddle.
Yeah.
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 Cool. You know what? That would be a great video, by the way. I really do think that would be.
I have plenty of cow pictures, but I didn't send them any.
I was just going to say, I don't remember any cow pictures that we're going to look at, but that would be awesome. I like that.
So it is unexpected, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, what other races are there in Texas for the SUP? Oh, I'm sorry, SUP, because we're calling I'm always SUP. But what other races are there in Texas for the SUP community? Awesome.
So in Texas, we start our season with the Texas Winter 100, which is there's 2 courses. You can do 100K, which is 62 miles, or the 25K, which is about 15. And that's the one I always do. I just completed my 10th year doing that race. That's a challenging race. It's, you know, got rapids, it's got low water, it's got hidden rocks. And
how the hell long does it take you to paddle that far? I got to ask you that. Before.
My normal time is 3 hours and 15 minutes.
You can do that in 3 hours, and really?
This year, I think it was 3:21 because I did get stuck in a tree.
It's stuck in a tree.
I did.
Okay, wait. We got to hear this story too. Okay, listen. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish the first answer because I want to hear about that one too.
So that one's challenging. You have to have a short fin, or you're never going to make it through. But in June we have the Lake Livingston Paddle Festival, and then my race in August, the beginning of August, and then the Bluette Brawl at the end of August.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm working with my friend Stacy, who runs Paddle TX, and we're trying to add another race in New Braunfels soon. Hopefully.
You've got quite a bit of races there. You got quite a few races.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. How can you handle all of this? Because you are like part of the board, you are a director, you need to work, and then you train, and then you travel for those races. Like,
it's a lot.
How it works out.
Yeah. Well, I sleep 8 hours a night. That's
I was going to say, you're really I guess.
Yeah. You know, I just am like, you know, I wear a lot of different hats, and I'm like, you know, get up, read my stuff, do my journal, yoga, hit the water, get to work, do this on my lunch break. Yeah.
You sound very disciplined, like everything is with intent and there's no just hanging out watching like TikTok videos or something.
Yeah. I don't own a television.
You don't own a television?
Who has time to sit on the couch and watch television?
Yeah, no time
I love that.
Yeah. That's cool. There's not a television in our house.
Wow.
But we have a saying here in Brazil. I don't know if you guys have as well, but my mom always used to say, if you need something done, ask for someone who is busy.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're going to do it.
Yeah.
If you ask for someone who's like lazy and don't have much to do, they're not going to do that. So asking for a busy person to make it done, and exactly like your example. All your friends ask you, "Do you want to be director?"
Well, I mean, I think you look well rested too. So, I mean, for all this, you said you're getting your sleep, and so
I do. I mean, yeah, wow. I go to bed at 10 and I'm probably asleep at 10:02.
I'm like that too. That's funny. Yeah. When you're done for the day. It's like it's over with. I love that.
You turn off the button.
Sometimes my brain won't turn off at night, so I write my to-do list the night before I go to sleep. So it's not in my brain. It's on my paper.
You know, it's funny. I have the same thing. If I get it on paper, I'm not thinking about it. And I'm not worried about forgetting things. Is that the same for you?
I think it's because I stay awake because I think I'm going to forget about it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't have to do it.
I found if I just write it down before I go to bed, I can sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, but psychologists told me to do that because I was thinking too much. And when I cannot sleep, she told me to do exactly that. Right? And then your brain can shut off, turn off because you already did something about it. You wrote it down. So, your brain can rest.
Yeah. And I have so many different things that I'm involved in. I have color-coded binders. So red is USA Sup, blue is work, green is history.
I love it. She is organized. I love it. A little what do you want to call that? What's the
OCD?
Word? Yeah, like that. Right. OCD. A little OCD. I got that too. Believe me, I do. Maya's been here to my place. She's seen it.
Yeah, but it is good.
Yeah,
it is very good.
I think a certain degree of that is very helpful for function purposes. Yeah. Let me ask you this: when you're talking about not sleeping, or maybe the times when you can't, do you ever get anxious before a race and you can't sleep? And it's the worst thing because I really need my sleep for this race, but now I can't shut it off. You get like that sometimes?
Yeah. And my mom taught me a trick. If you can't sleep, design your dream house room by room.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm going to walk in and there's a mud room. There's a place for me to take off my shoes. And then I walk into the kitchen and it's, and by the time I don't ever make it past the kitchen.
I love it. Well, it's a big project in the kitchen. That's
by the time I'm in my kitchen, I'm like,
So it's not what I've always heard is you gotta get up and start drinking a little whiskey. Yeah. It's design. I don't know who said that, but design your dream house. I like that. Yeah. That's cool. Probably healthier too.
Yes, I love that. I'm going to use that as well.
Yeah.
And
so did you want me to tell you about getting stuck in a tree real quick?
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes, I'm sorry, man. Yeah.
So it was super cold. The original race date, we had a big ice storm and they had to postpone it to the next weekend, which was equally cold but no precipitation. So it was, we all got in the water, and it was the first time I've ever worn my wetsuit in a race.
Really?
Yeah, it was freaking cold. And
I'm really tall. By the way, what was the temperature, do you think?
It was 29, I think.
Ooh, that's below freezing.
Yeah.
Do you ever do dry suits?
Warmed up to 40.
Okay.
But yeah. And I'm a pretty tall lady, and so it's kind of constricting, so you can't get up and get down on your board as quickly as I normally can. Mm-hmm. And I was going through these rapids, and there was a tree right here, And I decided at the last minute, like maybe I should take this rapids on my knees. And by the time I got on my knees,
you were there.
I had hit the tree and my board went up under the tree branch. So it's stuck like this and the water's hitting it and I'm in the water. But luckily I'm tall and I could stand up. So I just pushed down my board and pulled it out. And then I got back on.
Really?
Yeah, it was scary. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm sure anybody around me thought I was losing my mind because I'm talking to myself like, don't panic. You'll be okay. Just get the board out of the tree.
I love
make
sure,
yeah.
I love that. I love that. Yes. I
think
it's
a little pep talk.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so you're basically literally unscathed, no injuries, and you didn't wipe out. You saved your board. You stayed on, and you got back in the race and all.
Went under the tree, got back on my board, and
boy, was that fortunate. That was very cool. Good for you. That's a cool story. And I mean, have you ever had anything like that happen before that, or is that like the first time that I really got hung up? You got hung up somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's the and I've paddled that race 10 years in a row, and I've never gotten
anything anything like that since.
No, that was just in January. That was January 28th. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was very recent.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me just ask you, do you do dry suits at all or just wetsuits?
Yeah, just wetsuits. Normally I just paddle in like layers, leggings, like 3 pairs of leggings, 2 pairs of wool socks, 4 shirts.
Merino, I'm sure some of that's merino wool.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Because, you start cold and then you're like, I'm hot. So, you got to take off the layers. So,
right. And merino is one of those things you can sweat and you can get wet and it still has insulating properties. I know that from experience, but
can't live without wool socks.
But no dry suits. That's interesting. I would think that somebody somewhere would say, hey, this is because they do that in Minnesota.
Yeah.
One of my former co-hosts, Willow Munson, was using dry suits up there. And I don't know what the temperature, water temp or air temp was, but she was dry suit. But yeah. It's interesting. Yeah. All right, man.
Probably because of the weather, because
pretty cold
it
up
is
there.
much colder than
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Minnesota. And that would be not Superior Lake, but Lake Superior.
Yeah.
we were in Duluth. We did an episode in Duluth. We did a remote. And Maya was like Superior Lake. I said, no, Lake Superior. And so we had to say that next day on the show. So it was fun. It was our little inside joke, I guess.
Yeah. There used to be a race up on Lake Calhoun, which is now like Biddy Ska something. They changed the name back to the native name. But
really? Okay.
Waterman's Paddle Series used to go through Minnesota.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. It's cool.
And the tagline for USA SUP is community and competition. Is one more significant than other one, would you say?
Well, I think it really depends on who you ask. I don't think one can really exist without the other. Community is where the entry level for people, and some people never progress to competing. Some people just want to have fun and, paddle and sit around with your friends. And, ever since the pandemic and, so many people bought inflatables that's kind of the new inner tube where it's a stand-up paddleboard, but they never actually stand up on it. So, so if you were asking my personal opinion, I would probably say community is more important, but, you could ask some, a competitor like a pro, and of course they're going to say competition, but, I think that, getting on the water together, sharing equipment, having fun events, the racing part develops as some paddlers, get more and more into it. But I mean, I guess if you really want to answer it, it's both.
I'll throw this at you. Then do you think that the competition aspect of it really strengthens the community, or do you think that really wouldn't matter if we competed or not? We'd all still be just as tight and really, or do you think the competition actually
I think it does, because it gives,
so.
When you're at a competition, the community is there, cheering you on, supporting you. I think, it brings visibility to the sport. It brings sponsors into the sport. It's a win-win for like a board company to sponsor USA Sup, because people want they want people to know about their boards, and they want people to buy their boards, and we want people to be on their boards in the race, so it's a mutually beneficial cycle.
And for me, the competition, it is an excuse to travel and see my friends. So I don't want to do the competition, but I want to see my friends that I know it's going to be there. So let's pack and go.
I think that's go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, it gives you something, if you really are into it, it's such a good outlet. It keeps you, fit. It gives you something to strive for. It pushes you a little bit, and it's also like Maya said, that's my favorite part of any race, is seeing everybody. Because you don't see people from Connecticut and, Seattle when you're at a race in Texas, but when you go to the nationals, everybody's there, and you also get to meet all those people that you're friends with on Facebook and you've never met.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd have community, or at least as strong a community, without competition. From what you're saying, I think that's probably true. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was saying. It's really both. You can't have one without the other.
And the same thing is true also true in reverse. Then you'd say you can't have the competition without the community either. So it's kind of, we're hand in hand. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a very cool thing. Yeah.
Well, I love it.
For now comes Maya Marzaki's favorite part of this show, which is the show and tell, or just picture time. I think it's picture time.
Picture time.
Right, there we go. Oh wow, what are we looking at here?
Oh my gosh, I cannot do that in the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're on an Indo board, on a board on the water.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you come up with this, Linda?
My friend Juliet, she's equally crazy as I am. Yeah. We're like, we started doing Indo board, and then we were like, hey, what if we try it on a board?
I love it.
Yeah. I love this picture because I think I look like one of those Barrel of Monkeys game, the little monkeys.
Yeah. Oh, you can a little bit. Yeah. Your top bar might be a little higher and your bottom a little more. Yeah, you're close. You're in the ballpark. I love it. That's cool. We use that for a promo. I think that's a very cool picture. I mean, it really is.
My friend Peggy Keelan took that picture, and it was just a gorgeous sunset on the water. And we had planned on doing the photo shoot for the magazine article, and it just happened to be an amazing sunset. Yeah.
I mean, this looks like, was it we called it the twilight hour.
Yeah.
And all the photos look great at. Yeah, the golden hour, sure.
The golden hour.
Or not twilight. Yes, the golden hour. What the hell was I saying? Yes, the golden hour. That's cool.
That's sunrise. So I have a group that goes out every Thursday morning at 6, and we paddle to this little island, and everybody brings something simple for breakfast, like hard-boiled eggs, avocados, blueberries, coffee, and that was my morning paddle group. Yeah.
And you start out when it's dark then?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow morning I'll be out on the lake in the dark with my coffee.
Oh jeez. But headlamps though?
Because we have a really vibrant rowing community, and it's more for them to see us than for us to see anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's very cool.
Yeah. This is Texas Winter 100. It's the race that we just did in January, and our finisher prize were those hats. They were so cool and very much needed. Yeah. So we were I think everybody in that picture got wet at some point.
Oh, really?
Getting tossed off on a sandbar or a log that was underneath the water, or like me getting stuck in a tree.
that girl in the black coat, I'll bet she got drenched because she looks like she needs to cover up.
That's
man.
Scary. Yeah.
I love that. She's like, I got to get warm.
Yeah. That's that's when, I was leading a cleanup, and my December cleanup, we always dress up like I was Rudolph, and, somebody comes as Santa, somebody comes as an elf, so I just showed up, got my cleanup all set up, wearing my Rudolph outfit, and then Rodney, the man in the black vest, comes. He's the executive director at Keep Austin Beautiful, and then somebody else from Keep Austin Beautiful shows up, and somebody else, and I'm like, why didn't y'all tell me you were coming to my cleanup? And they were like, oh, well, we just wanted to stop by. And then Kathy Tovo is a council member. And I'm like, what's going on? Because I knew it was the 10th anniversary of the program. Yeah. And then she starts saying, like, I'm going to read a proclamation. It's the 10th anniversary of the program. And she's like, come stand by me. And I was like, okay. And then she starts reading it, and she starts saying my name over, and I was like, in the video, I looked at her like, why do you keep saying my name? Like, and then that's when they declared it.
Wow.
McCoy Day.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they surprised me, and they were like, you had no idea? I said, would I have dressed like Rudolph the reindeer if I knew? Yeah.
I loved it. I love it, man. Well, yeah, but you know what? But I love surprise things like this, parties and events like that's very cool. Hey, I'm going to ask you though, did you make that outfit?
No.
You didn't? You bought that like that?
Yeah, I bought it. It's a onesie. Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I like it. I love the hat too.
Yeah. So there it is in use again with my reindeers. That's my brother Scott as the elf, and then Jim and Diana are behind me. We camp out the first weekend of every December at this lake, and the boat owners have a light up boat parade. Mm-hmm. And so we paddle in the light up boat parade. And it's funny because we're kind of like celebrities. They're like, the paddle boarders are here. It's fun.
Wow. Yeah. I love it. So let me ask you this: when you do these things, and you go camping and all that kind of stuff, what are you taking?
We stay in cabins. So,
okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking you're pitching a tent, and I'm looking, okay, how heavy are these?
Yeah. They have little cinder block cabins, and we have like communal dinners. Everybody has their own, menu items to bring. It's really nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. So this is my Syntex sup group. And we have legendary Halloween paddles. So this year we were the crew of Gilligan's Island.
Oh, wow.
And I'm Ginger. And then my friend Erica is Marianne, and Jim is the skipper. Wow. And Alicia's Mrs. Howell.
Is that Mr. Howell next to Marianne?
Yeah. Mr. Howell, that's David. And then Richie was Gilligan.
I love it. Yeah. That's so cool. I met Marianne in real life, actually.
Oh, you did? Dawn Wells.
Dawn Wells. She was here in Ottawa, Illinois. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Very nice lady, by the way. This is the game face.
Oh yeah,
full on.
That was a race in Houston, and it was a 10K, and it was you had a portage, and there's alligators in that water.
No way.
I'm not kidding. And that's Kone. And I crossed under the bridge, and you cross under the bridge, and you're like, you can see the finish line. And I was so tired, and I was just, I thought I was well enough ahead of her to like, I could kind of like, just
take it easy.
And then I hear her behind me, like she went like, and I was like, oh, same thing, like just, that's me, like just pounding it to the finish line. Yeah, I think I beat her by a couple seconds.
You need a little thing with the hat with the rearview mirror on there where you can.
I need like a rearview mirror on my saddle.
Yeah, exactly. So there are alligators in this water.
Yep. Yeah.
Maya, what do you think about that? Would you do that?
Oh, it is super safe, right?
Oh my gosh, really?
But so you cannot fall in the water.
Well, if you fall, you better get up really quick.
Oh my God.
It literally could be somebody's lunch, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know how big the alligators are, but there are definitely alligators in the water, yeah. And that one's cool because in that race, you make a turn, and the sugar, the Imperial Sugar Factory was at the end, and they have like stacks and a Sugarland like water tower. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think I would be bold enough to jump in where there's alligators. I'm sorry. I just couldn't do that, but good for you. Kudos to you for
That's part of my family.
That's cool.
I have 6 brothers and sisters. So
Wow.
that's, let's see,
Big
1,
family.
2, 3. Yeah.
Big
So that's
family.
four of us. Yeah. And then my kids are over there in the hats.
Great looking bunch, though. I mean, you got an attractive family.
Yeah,
Got good genes there. That's very cool. So, and that's like, I mean, you got this big family, and they're all supportive of you, and that's a great situation. You've got.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very cool. Yeah. Okay.
That is me and Rodney. He's the executive director at Keep Austin Beautiful, and I'm getting volunteer of the year for Texas.
Wow.
For Keep Texas Beautiful. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah, that was cool.
Extremely cool.
Yeah.
There you go. There's what I was talking about, Maya. That's the tour bus, and I was like, "That's impressive." It looks like Van Halen is coming to
bus. Yeah, and they asked if I would pose for the picture on the side. So that's me on the paddleboard doing a cleanup. Yeah, and then that was at the unveiling of the bus, and I was like, "Hey, can I act like I'm driving it?"
Okay, so think about this: how many people can say they were in the bus and on the bus at the same time?
One of my friends always says,
you know what I'm saying?
She's like that girl in Sex on the City. She was on a bus.
I love it. I mean, how cool is that, though? You know, you ride in the car, and maybe I don't know, you get your kid with you or something like, "Hey, look, I'm on the side of that bus. You don't think Mom's cool? I'm gonna tell you what. Look to your right." Like,
I think it was only on there for like 6 months, less than a year, and it would be super fun because my friends would say like, "Hey, I saw your bus today."
Yeah.
So that was
cool. Left it on there. That's cool though.
And people recognize you, like you go to, I don't know, grocery store.
Yeah.
Come, "Hey, you are the girl from the bus."
Exactly.
It's
do they do that?
Yeah. And sometimes
so
people
cool.
in my neighborhood will notice me from my history articles. They'll say like, "Hey, aren't you that girl that writes about the history?" I'm like, "Yeah."
You know,
So
we only do put the
like
rock stars. We do only put the rock stars in the show, Mike, you know, and so we got that.
Right? She's a rock star.
Big time.
Oh my gosh. This was another Halloween paddle, and we were all clowns.
Wow.
Yeah, that was right around when Pennywise, what is that movie called? It by Stephen King, you know, where he lures kids into the red balloon. Yeah.
That's wow.
That was fun.
Cool. So everybody knows when they see you guys paddling down a river like this. Thanks, Maya, for putting that back. I mean, do people go, "What in the hell is," or do they know?
Oh no, they love it. Like, you know, like sometimes when we have our Halloween paddles, different boat companies, you know, like the different outfitters will have candy, and we'll like pull it and say trick or treat.
Oh wow.
Candy. Yeah,
I love it.
How cool. Such a funny community.
That's national championships, USA Sup National Championships in Detroit this past summer in July.
Mm-hmm.
That was so fun. And Detroit was so wonderful. And a little town called Wyandotte, we had one of our days in Wyandotte, and the mayor came, and it was awesome. Yeah.
I've heard of that town before. Believe it or not.
Yeah. It was great.
That's cool.
And that's national championships when we had it in Hilton Head. That was year 2. We had it on Hilton Head Island. Yeah. That's the Olokai paddle battle where they have the whole shrimp boil after the race. And it's
that's a nice place. I was there. Actually, I tried to do a little surfing. We didn't have very big waves or enough, but I did. It was a nice place. They do golfing there too. It's like the golf tournament or something, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's one of my cleanups. Yeah, I've been cleaning that same spot for 17 years.
Wow.
6 times a year. Yep. And we find trash every single time.
Tell people to knock it off, will you?
And it's not always just people like, you know, randomly throwing trash. Some of it is, but you know, a lot of it gets washed into the lake.
Oh, really?
When you have rain. You know, my spot is where a stream enters the bigger lake.
Okay.
And when it floods, it's called Shoal Creek. it just devastates. I mean, one year we had 3 full-size blue dumpsters in the lake in front of my spot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Keep Austin Beautiful hosts it, and it's called Clean Ladybird Lake. And yeah, it's an awesome program.
That's very cool. Very cool.
That's right. That's at a history event. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. That was a race called the Cinco de Mayo Pro, and it was in Corpus Christi, Texas. And we started in a bay, and then we went down a shipping channel between jetties, and there were like shrimp boats hauling buns past us. And then you had to go out into the open water, like waves coming at you. Have to go up over that, around the jetty, and then surf into the beach. And that's the end where I'm like praying to God that I don't get tossed. And then you had to like get off your board and run across the finish line.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a super fun race.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that. That looks fun though. That's very cool.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was one of those things where you're just like, suck it up. Just, I was scared. You just do it, So,
but all worth it in the end.
Oh yeah. I mean, then you have good stories and pictures to talk about when you're done.
Are you sore at the end of some of those races where you're like, oh my God, I can't move the next day?
Yeah. I mean, like a 10K, it's, but Chattajack, where it's 32 miles, it takes you, 6 to 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're like toast at the end.
I mean, and it's enough to paddle that much in a canoe when you're sitting and kneeling, and you switch positions. But I can't imagine a paddleboard standing up and doing that for that, because you're not just standing.
No.
You're using muscles.
Yeah. And you're trying to stay hydrated and trying to eat and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you, well, maybe I shouldn't ask you how you pee but you know what I'm saying?
You just don't. It's
Jump
funny.
in water,
The very first year I did it, I read all these horror stories about like, what do you do if you have to poop? And
right.
Pee? And I was so scared, and I was like, I'm not drinking any coffee in the morning. I'm not eating. I'm going to really ration my water. And by the end, I was like, oh, that was okay.
Not a big deal. Like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. Very
I think you have 8.5 hours. That's the cutoff. And then you have cutoffs twice in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. I mean, that's I see. I actually learned a lot more than I really anticipated. I go, well, I know some things about SUP, but there are some things I learned about this. So that's very cool. I love it.
And, that's one kind of the cool things about paddleboarding is every state, every race has its own little flavor.
Yeah.
One's long, one's short, one's, waves, one's not. It's bays, it's technicals, it's sprints. None of them are the same. And
that's cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Keeps things interesting.
Yeah.
And CW didn't know the Rockstar pedal SUP stuff. You just knew about the SUP. Now you know about the Rockstar
and
stuff.
There's a difference. There is definitely a distinction between, yes, absolutely, the Rockstar stuff and the regular SUP stuff. Exactly. I love it.
And where can people find you online?
So I think it's going along the bottom. My regular Instagram is Austin Surf Betty, and then my history one is the Austin Hipstorian, and of course usasup.org. That's where you can find more information about races, our regional race series, our national championships. All of that's on there. And of course, if you want to join, you can hit the join button and be, let your voice for the future of SUP be heard. And if you want to just talk to me, you can email info@usasup.org and I will write you back, I promise.
Cool.
And one thing I wanted to tell you guys, since you're in Chicago, one of our members, Kirsten Lefelt, is the coach at Chicago SUP.
Oh.
And she just posted a video of her in a dry suit, paddled out to like this floating ice shelf and crawled on it and like took a picture on
Lake
it.
Michigan, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I saw those big ice chunks out. And this was earlier in the winter, but big ice chunks out. It looks like the ocean, actually.
Yeah. I was going to call them an iceberg, but I know they're not. But
probably is. Well, by definition, it probably would be a little mini iceberg, I guess, Absolutely. Well, Linda, I want to thank you. We both want to thank you for being our guest tonight. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Absolutely.
Yeah, I totally enjoyed it. Thank you so much for letting me come on. I really enjoyed our conversation.
Oh, likewise. Well, thank you. Yeah. So.
Thank you. And thank you for for the women community as well, and be a good example for us. So, and thank you for being the show.
Yeah, thank you. Cool. I hope I get to meet you in person sometime.
That would be awesome.
I hope that too. Yeah.
Well, that's all for now, kids. This is CW Gets along with Maya Marzaki saying thanks for tuning in to Outdoors People. See you next time.
Ciao.
There we are.